Hi guys, I greet each and every one of you here today. It's a beautiful day once again today. I'm here today for a different topic, which is not usually my topic. But I think I've said something in that, something about that in the time past. And here I come again, but I'm not too happy. Yeah, and I would plead that you share my video as you're joining. Please share my video as you're joining. My streaming today, honestly, is going to my African American brothers and sisters. Please share as you come. My live streaming today is going to our African American brothers and sisters, and I would honestly want you to share this video because whatever we are seeing today will never stop. Whatever we've seen, we had seen in the past. Whatever we've seen yesterday, whatever we are seeing now, we've seen that. We've been seeing that. It is like a pattern. It is a pattern. It will never stop. Please share my video. I want it to go viral. I want it to go very far. And I'm coming with an advice and kind of solution, if you like, to our African Americans. You know, this is not the first time we've been seeing our brothers' life taken away just like that on the streets of America. United States, divided state of America. This is not the first time. This is not the first time. And I keep asking one question to black people. Because things happen to black people every now and then. You see them shouting, but no action. They don't have a long-term plan as a people. Just imagine that someone woke up in the morning to go and do something in the city, to do some transactions or run some errands, without knowing that he or she, as the case may be, is going to meet his death that day. That is how bad it is. That is how bad it is. A brother who just died that day in the morning never knew he was going to die. If he had known, he wouldn't step an inch. He wouldn't go anywhere. He didn't know he was going to die. He didn't know he was going to die. The guy who was jogging, I have a problem keeping names. I don't know how to, sometimes because of so many things I have on my head, I don't keep names. The other guy, you could help me write the names. The other guy who was just jogging, I think a high school student or something, who was just jogging, who posed no danger to anybody, just jogging to keep fit. He never knew he was going to meet his death while exercising, while jogging. He was followed by a father and his son and pursued with rifles and shot the hell out of this guy and took away his life just like that. What did he do? His sin is only that he's a black man. a black person. Once you are dark, you become a target. Yes. Ahmaud Arbery. What is even the name of the other one, the new one? Floyd. Who Floyd? What is the name of the recent one? You know, share my video, please, because in my own little capacity, I will proffer a solution. I'll proffer a solution, which some people are already doing, but I want to hammer on it again. You will be making a very grievous mistake by thinking that we are all the same. We are not all the same. Yes, we have all heads, or we have all eyes that look like the same. We have hands, we have tongues, mouth, ears, nose, legs. You understand? Yeah, George Floyd, thank you so much. You know, but we are not all the same. We are not. The only difference is our color, but there are also so many other things which you cannot see, which is inside, that differentiate us from these people. You can say whatever you like, but I've been saying this thing before long ago. Some people called me that I hate these people. No, not that. I don't hate them, but I love my people. I love everything black. You understand? We are not all the same people. The other day I was making a video. No matter where a black man finds himself, he becomes a target. Have you ever noticed that? A black man is always a target wherever he finds himself, apart from Africa. And I'm not saying crimes don't happen in Africa. That's not what I'm saying. But institutionalized hatred and pattern of racism. A black man is always a target in China, even in India, in Asia, in Arab countries, in Europe, and in Americas. A black man is always a target. What have we done to people? There is something that is causing these things, and that thing is the fact that we are not all the same. We are not the same. We might have the same head, we might look as if we are the same. We might have hands, eyes, nose, legs, and look alike, but we are fucking not the same. We are not the same. No, we are not the same. Something is different. Well, there are so many theories and so many school of thoughts. Some people say that some people are a reptilian race, and some people are of the opinion that they are the seeds of the Neanderthal. And there are so many things. Well, I have to make this video in English language. If not, because most of my African Americans don't understand my local language, I would have preferred to do this in my native tongue, you know. But let me see. I hope it goes far. I hope it will be uploaded by the powers that be. You see, my people, we are not the same people. We are not the same people. We are not the same people. We are different species of should I call it humans, or should I call it man? We are not the same with them. And this thing that is happening now, or that has just happened, has been happening, and it will never ever stop. It can never stop, because they cannot change who they are. This is who they are. It is like an institution, and many times they go scot-free. Many times they go scot-free. We have uncountable numbers of people that have lost their lives in the hands of these reptiles in the name of human beings. In the hands of these seeds of Neanderthal. We have so many that have lost their life. You know, but the thing is, racism is, you know, you have different forms of racism in different Western countries. But it looks as if it's more in America. But you find it everywhere. Everywhere you see them. When I mean them, you know them. Everywhere you see them, you will find this hatred and this racism everywhere. In Europe, in Belgium, in Netherlands, in Germany, in the United Kingdom, in England, everywhere you find them. In Australia, in Canada, everywhere, in South Africa, everywhere you find these people, everywhere you find these people, you find killing of a black man. Black man is always a threat everywhere, even in China. Even in China, I watched one of my brother being beaten by a group of Chinese with baseball stick, baseball wood. They just intentionally want to kill him just because he's a black man. I don't have too much time to waste, but I will plead with you to share my video. My message today specifically goes to my African American brothers and sisters. I know it is not easy for one to begin to make a move, for one to begin to exit that system. It is not easy, but this is something you have to do. You can demonstrate for all you care. You can vandalize, or you can demonstrate or do Black Lives Matters, or do anything you want. You can walk from New York to Los Angeles for all you can, but it will not stop this killing. It will not, because it has to do with the institution of the police, of the system. It is like a Kabbalistic rituals. The black people is the ones they use to make rituals, occasional rituals, seasonal rituals. Have you ever, tell me when you have ever seen a black person who is a cop killing a white person on the street? No. No. I have never seen, but just look at the pattern. Remember the time of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, and all these other black activists, which they killed in the past. It's always the same patterns. It is like a ritual. The police is a cult. It is a cult. Nothing will happen. They protect each other. They swore the same oath. They drank from the same cup. They swore to protect and defend each other. They are partners in crime. That is why you would see one put hands in his pocket when the other one is killing a black man, and nothing will happen, and he would not say anything against the other one. He will not say, "Hey mate, that's not good what you're doing. Leave that guy alone." He wouldn't say it, because he swore an oath not to speak against his mate. It is a ritual, my people. The blood of a black man is what is required for this ritual. You understand? It is a ritual. Kabbalistic, occultic ritual using black man. So what I'm saying is, you will never see it happen to a white person. No, you will never see it. You will never see a black man who is a police in America or everywhere killing a white person, no matter for what reason or offense. You will never see it. But you will always see a white person pulling out his gun, pulling people by the roadside, just sometimes shooting them for no reason, strangling them for no reason. This is not the first time. This is not the first time, and this is not going to stop. It will never stop, because these people cannot change who they are. We are not all the same. They are different from us. I don't care if my Facebook is banned from today after speaking this. We are not the same. No, we are not. We are not. We are not. Now, what is my message to my brothers and sisters in America? My message is, listen, in the whole world, Africa is the largest continent. Forget about what they do. You know, they play games when they draw maps. When they come to Africa, they shrink the map. You know, they shrink the map. You know the way the map is, but they will shrink it, and it will look as if it's not wide so much. And then they will enlarge, like the Asian continent and Europe. You know, they will enlarge it somehow. And when you come to Africa, they will shrink it, something long and, you know, and curve, you know, wide at the top, and they will come and shrink it. You know, no, Africa is bigger, larger than what you see in the maps. Africa is the largest continent in the whole world. Africa is the largest continent in the whole world. And what am I saying? There is enough space. Forget about the past. Whatever had happened in the past should be forgotten and forgiven. Africa is calling every of his child. Africa is calling every black person, most especially West Africa. Yes, what goes around comes around. That's the law of nature. What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. From where you set off is where you are going to come back again, no matter what. Life has a way of moving people around. It is time for you to come back, my brothers and sisters in America. It is time for you to come back. Mother Africa is calling her children to come back. It is not easy. We are not saying that it's going to be easy, but begin to make your exit plan back to Africa. There are lots of West African countries, or all the African, it depends on where you like. But it's happening more in West Africa. I know African Americans who are coming back to Nigeria. I have seen African Americans who are coming back to Ghana. I have seen African Americans who are coming back to the Gambia. Wherever you like. We are going to welcome you people, my brothers and sisters. We weep each time we see these things happen to you guys. I felt like coming to America even to participate in these demonstrations on the street. I felt like coming to America and even using like something like a microphone and speak to my people in America. That was how I felt when I see them on the street. And you see, it always turns violent when you are demonstrating against these injustices. It always turns violent. If care is not taken, more people will die than the one single person they killed. And this is not the only time such demonstrations were done. This is not the only time they've killed people. They've been killing people, and demonstration comes, they kill another person, demonstration, kill another person, demonstration. Has it ever stopped that? No. No. Africa is calling. Forget the bad histories. We are in the new age. We are in the new times. What goes around comes around. What goes around comes around. Come out from among them. Come out from among them. Come out from among them. You are not the same. We are not the same. Come back home, including we, the Africans who are in diaspora. Come back home. Home is calling each and every one of us. Share my video. Share my video. Our land, our blessed land of the blacks, our blessed land of Africa, our blessed land of black people is calling her children. Come back home. Come out from among them, please. We are not the same. Come back home, please. Now I'm talking to African Americans, and I'm also talking to my brothers and my sisters, Africans, who also left Africa, who are in diaspora, who are everywhere, but only in their home. Come back home, please. This is the time. I can as well do this. Honestly, in the street of America, I can do this also, this thing that I'm doing here right now. I can as well do this in the streets of America if I have the opportunity. I can go around using a microphone and be shouting to black people to come home. I can do it if I'm given the opportunity, the chance. I can do it. It is time. I don't know what is pushing me to say this. It is not the first time I have said this. I've been saying this long ago. It is not the first time, please. I'm not saying it just now because of our brother Floyd, I used to forget the first name, who was just murdered by the policeman. I'm not saying it because of him. I have been saying it. I had said these things times without numbers in the past, and I'm repeating the same thing again right now. Come home, please. Some people don't even know the way to home. We can show you the way to home. We can show you how to do it. We can help you secure whatever you want to secure in Africa. We can help you for nothing, for no cost. Come with whatever you have. Come with whatever you have in your pocket. Come back home. You are going to be welcomed. Enough of all these deaths and killings. Please, my people. Veronica, I thank you so much. Yes, I can come to America. Honestly speaking, I feel so strong about this. I feel so strong about this. Anybody who wants to help in making it happen, get back to me in my inbox. Get back to me in my inbox. Honestly speaking, I can come and I will go street by street and begin to talk about this and begin to speak about it the way I am speaking it, peacefully, not violently, with megaphone or microphone, going back street to street and talking to black people. Africa is calling us. It is time. We are in a new age. Things are going to start afresh. Forget about whatever had happened in the past. Everything goes round. You are still going to come back from the place where you started. Whatever mistake that has done in the past are going to be corrected, my people. Don't always hold fast on the old things that had passed. This is a new time and a new age. Come back home, please. Let's build our place. We are not the same thing with these people. They've messed us all up. I am shouting in the street of Düsseldorf in Germany. That is where I am. And my voice, people are hearing my voice. And somehow these people also understand English language, but I don't care. You understand? We are not the same. We are living in the wrong system. If we were left alone, our civilization and our technology will not be what it is now. We would have a different civilization and technology. We are not the same with these people. We are not. They've messed us up. Why do you think? Can you look around where you are in America and see the system, how the system is messing us up? the drug system, the gun system, the everything. Everything. This is not the type of life that we should be living. We are gods. We are gods. We are gods. We do not enjoy killing. We don't kill. Where I come from, killing a human being, taking a life of a human being is a sacrilege, an abomination. It is what we call alo where I come from. There are several things that are classified as alo, as an abomination, as a sacrilege, which one of them is killing a human being, no matter how. We do not waste any life or kill anybody. The people who kill, the people who enjoy, it's like a sport for them. It's like a sport, violence. The people who are violent from within are these people. I don't know how else to say this, but I feel so sad. And then I feel even more sad when I know that some people don't even know what is happening to them. Some people don't even have a way. They don't even know what to do. Where am I going to? How am I going to protect and defend my children in this devilish system? What are we going to do? I am telling you today, my brothers and my sisters, what to do is to begin to make a plan to come back to Africa. Come back to Africa. Come back home. Mother Africa is calling you. All of you. Come back home. Come out from among them. You are not the same with them, like them. Come out from among them. That is the only solution. Including the Africans who are in diaspora. Come out from among them. Don't be enticed by their money. Don't be enticed by what you think is good life. Don't be enticed by whatever you think, by their cars and whatever you think you are enjoying there. Come out from among them, for we are not the same. Come out and embrace your brothers and embrace your sisters. Come out and cry with your sisters and cry with your brothers and find and proffer solutions to what is happening to us. Come out from among them, please. This is the time. There is no other time but now. Right now that I'm talking to you, begin to make your plans. Are you in America? Are you in Canada? Are you in Brazil? Are you in South America? Everywhere you are, come out from among them. The only place that will be safe for you is where the black people are. Be it Africa, be it Caribbean, where you have black population. Not in their midst. Not in their midst. You will always be a sacrificial lamb for their occultic groups. It is a cult. All those systems, all those bodies, all those groups, they are cults. They belong under the larger cult. Everything they do is a cult. Even the blacks, even the black African Americans who is members of the same police did join the same cult, and they cannot change anything. They cannot change anything. This is like a cult, and it always requires the blood of an African, the blood of a black man, because the black man is the God. Come back, please, my brothers and my sisters, from among them. Let's solve our problems. There is enough space to accommodate each and every one of you. By the way, what is the population of the black African Americans? What is their population? Are you up to 10 million or 20 million? I don't know. I have never checked that. But there is enough space in Africa to accommodate all of you. And don't think you need all the world to come back. 5,000 can do that. 2,000 can do that. 3,000 can do that. Come back and let's create something for ourselves as one people. And then come back to a place where you'll be walking on the road without any fear of anybody pulling a gun on your head. If I'm walking in Africa, I do not walk about or walk around with fear, because I know nobody's going to do that to me. Like I said, I'm not saying there is no crime. That's not what I'm saying. There is no crime once in a while here and there, but you cannot use it to compare with what is happening in America against the black people. It is terrible. And the worst part of it is that this thing is not going to stop at all. It will never stop. It has always been there. The same people, the slave masters are still there. The slave masters are still there. The people who have been lynching black people and hanging them on a tree, they are still there. The people who killed Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all these people that were murdered, they are still there. They are still there. They are the ones calling the shots. They are the ones deciding what is going to happen. They are the ones, the owners of the system which you are into. It's time to begin to make your way back home. And your home is Africa. I don't know how else to deliver this message, but I feel so strong about it. I don't even know why I'm pushed to say this, but I'm saying it the way it's given to me. Yes, I can come to America. I can come to America for this. I can come to America for this. Honestly, we need to evangelize to them to come home. Yes. It's time for us to begin to go straight. And I can do this. This is not something I cannot do. I can do this. I have done it in those days. Look at the way they are taking away the lives of our brothers and our sisters. And nobody cares. And the other one would just put his hand on his pocket, watching his colleague. He knew that one whose hand is in his pocket knew that man was going to die. He knew. He knew it was a sacrifice. It was a ritual. He knew it was a ritual. If the one who is kneeling on his neck didn't do it, he himself would have done it. It could have been anyone. They knew that day, that thing is going to happen. They knew. So that was why the other one put hand in his pocket. Watch his colleague do the thing. Come back home, people, my people. Come back home. I will inbox you. I will inbox you. Come back home. Let's do this. Let's do this, please. I know so many individuals, our brothers and sisters who have done these things. You know, they have come back. I know some who are coming, but it's not enough. Some people are still fast asleep. Some people think it's going to get better. It isn't going to get any better. Instead, it's going to even be worse. Imagine, there was a video that I saw. This was a video maybe that happened some 30 or 40 years ago. Children, black kids, riding their bicycles. And you also see white kids who would go and begin to push them and slap them and push down their bicycles and so. And you think it's going to stop? It's not going to stop. Imagine your child. If you have a child, 10 years, 14 years, 12 years, 7 years, 5 years, you understand? Imagine what is going to be, what is going to happen to them in the future. Begin to make way for these little ones, because this thing will never stop. It is going to get even worse. It will get worse. Let's preach this message. Let's preach this message. We need to begin to preach this message to our people. You know, sometimes I watch in the streets of America, I see these so-called Hebrew Israelites. You see them in the streets. They will be reading, shouting loud and talking about Israel and all those things. That is not the solution. The solution is make your way back to Africa from whence you were taken. That is where you are safe. That is where you are safe. What goes around comes around. When you are running a marathon, when you are running a race, a marathon, when you set off, you are going to come back to that same place where you set off. That is how life is. This is the time. Mother Africa, the land of the black race, is calling each and every one of you, including the black Africans, the Africans who are in diaspora, who are everywhere. We are scattered everywhere in the world. And as we are doing that, they are coming to take away our lands in Africa. Come back as fast as possible before the Chinese take all our lands. Come back as fast as possible before even the same Western people come and take our land. They are uprooting us from our land and making us slaves, modern slaves. We are all modern slaves now because we think slavery has ended. We didn't know that slavery is still on, but it's only modernized. So they are taking us from our place, and we are becoming modern slaves, and they are coming back to Africa to take back our land. Come back as fast as possible. Begin to make your plans right now. Begin to put funds together so you could come back. There is enough place for everybody in Africa. We do not segregate. We do not hate any person. Forget about all these things they show you in the CNN and BBC and all those other CNBC and all the rest of those media houses. We love each other. The time is now. The time is now. Honestly, the time is now. The time is now, my people. It is terrible. We are not the same thing with these people. How can a chicken and we are not the same. We are not the same. It is terrible. It is so. I don't even have. There are so many. Just go to the internet and you see cases of black Americans being murdered on the streets. Trayvon Martins. What is their name? You can count uncountable number of them. Just by walking, you are a threat. Just by walking on the street. If a white man feels threatened, you die, and nothing will happen. I don't know, I can't remember all their names, but I know many of them, but I can't remember all the names of those guys who have just died because they are just walking for themselves on the street. So now, people are afraid. Black people are afraid to walk on the street. Black people are afraid to jog on the park. Because if you're coming where a white person is, he could call a cop and lie on your head and you lose your life just because you are in the open place. You are just taking a walk or jogging. Oh, goodness me. Please share my video. Yes, I know I have very few African American friends on my Facebook, but please share my video so it could go viral, it could go wide. Let's begin to do something. We can't find them. No, we cannot find them. We cannot fight them. We can't fight them. We don't have what it takes to fight them. But at least we can do something. What is it we can do? We can withdraw. We can go back. Nobody tells us not to go back. But we can't fight. We cannot fight. If you fight, they are going to release a large number of these police idiots, and they're going to arrest many of you and put you in their jail. Go to jail and see the number of black people in the jail. Go to the jail and you see many of them. We can't fight. It's not a thing of fight, because they have captured everything. They are ruling. They are the ones that have got the power. Yes. They've got the power. Yes. But the only thing you can do is you can withdraw. You can make your exit plan. Exit that system. Exit that system. Come out from among them. Come out. Come out. Come out from among them. That is just the word. Try as much as possible to come out from among them, because you are not the same with them. You are not the same with them. We are not all the same. These are different species. We are not the same. And that's what is necessitating the killing and the hatred. We're not the same. Marcus Garvey said that. Marcus Garvey had this same dream. He said something like that, but people never listened to him. And several other people said something like that. That's the only solution. But it's going to happen peacefully. Just pack your things and leave. Pack your things and leave. I know some people are hopeless. Some people don't even know how to start. Some people don't even know where they are going to. But we can help you do that. We can advise you. We can give you advice and tell you what to do and how you're going to do it. Well, once again, I thank you guys so much for sharing. I thank you guys so much for sharing. And I don't know. I'm so sad about these things, you know. I'm so sad about these things. It is so touching that someone would wake up in the morning to go in the supermarket, and then he will meet, his life will be taken away from him just by going to do some shopping in the supermarket or in the store somewhere, just for being a black man, just for being a black man. Please don't mind, let me say something, let me warn something. We know ourselves. Don't mind people who will be making any negative comments here, any negative post, or telling you they are going to discourage you. They don't have anything to offer. They will discourage you. They will tell you, anybody who is telling you Africa is this, Africa is that, government is this, government is that, don't mind them. You know the truth when you see them. You know the truth when you hear it, when you see it. It's only truth that will set you free. And the only solution is for you to come back to Africa. Don't listen to anybody who is telling you government is this, government is that. Yes, we are not saying everything is perfect, but at least your life is safe. Your life is safe. At least your life is safe. Take it from me. My life, my own life is also safe. I live in the diaspora, but I've gone home to Africa. I've relocated to Africa. I've relocated to Nigeria, to Enugu State. And my life is safe. I am not afraid when I move everywhere. So don't listen to anybody who is commenting any discouraging and putting any discouraging comments and telling you how which government is good. Is the government in America better? Is the government in where? Where are you going to find a good government? Every government belongs to that same fucking system. You understand? So don't mind anybody. Begin to make your plan and listen. When you hear the truth speaks for itself, not what people are commenting. The truth speaks for itself. And the truth is that the only solution to this is to make your exit back to Africa. You will be welcomed with arms wide open. Believe you me, you will be welcomed with arms wide open. If you don't know how to do it, we will teach you how to do it. If you don't know what to do, where to start or what to do, we will advise you on what to do. Don't listen to petty minds who are discouraging you. Come back home, my people. That's the only solution to this. Come back home. Come back home. Nobody's going to kill you in Africa. Come back home. Come back home as fast as possible, as quick as possible. I thank you guys. Please share my video. Share my video. We are here busy chasing crumbs while the real meal is being served on the table. Yes, have you? Come back home. Come back home. Come back home, please. Come back home. Don't listen to anybody. Don't listen. If there is a way if there is a way I can silence all these negative people who are there to discourage you, I will do it. It is a very, very tasking job to do, you know, to block people who are discouraging people. Why are you discouraging people? Do you like the fact that Gorge Floyd was killed? Do you like it? No. Why are you discouraging people? If you want to go, you can go. So I think I would stop here, my brothers and my sisters, but I've passed my message. Africa is the best place. Nigeria, Gambia, Ghana, Cameroon, it depends on where you like. Even though it could be South Africa, I mean somewhere in Southern Africa, Central Africa, you have to come back where the black people are. But why I am particular about West Africa is that is where you would possibly find your roots, because majority of our people came from West Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, mainly Nigeria, and then Ghana. So West Africa is the place. But I'm not saying it must be West Africa. You can come back and go to any other place you like in Africa. But I'm from Nigeria. I'm from Igbo land. I'm from Enugu. We have a lot of lands in Enugu. Very cheap lands where you can build something for yourself. Where you can build something for yourself. Very cheap land where you can build something for yourself and make a living for yourself and live a very secure and happy life. And have a lot of sun. With people's arms wide open to welcome you. With people's arms wide open to welcome you. That is the solution. Because if you think the killing is going to stop, no, it will not stop. It will never stop, because it did not stop for like 30 years ago or 40 years ago up till now. It's not going to stop. It's even going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Thank you so much, my people. This is just what I felt like I should let you guys know today. It was so heavy on my mind. I'm sorry if I had spoken to anybody in a harsh way or something, but I am just trying to give it the way it's given to me. It was like a burden since days now, since 4 or 5 days, since 3, 4, 5 days, you know, and then when I saw this video, I couldn't even watch it. When it was sent to me, I couldn't watch it. I knew what it was, but I couldn't press play to watch everything. The same thing when I saw the video of Albury, the guy that was shot by a man and his son. When I saw the video, I knew what it was, but I couldn't. Up till now, I haven't watched that video till the end. I hate seeing that. Just like that. Just like that. Somebody's life is taken away. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So please, once again, begin to make your plans of exiting the system, coming back to Africa. Come back to Africa. There is enough room. There is enough room for each and every one of you. There is enough room for each and every one of you. I tell you, believe you me, there is enough room for each and every one of you. The safest place is Africa. The safest place is Africa. Thank you so much. It shall be well with each and every one of you. I will stop here. So share my video. If you think you want to talk with me, you can get in touch to me in my inbox. I'm open to talk. We can discuss, we can strategize, we can discuss whatever you want us to discuss. By the way, I'm not new in the States. I've been coming to United States. I've been to New Jersey, I've been to New York, I've been to Arizona, I've been to some couple of places in America. So yeah, so if you want us to talk, we can talk. Thank you so much. I will stop at this time. Bye bye.